First of all, clear this concept. Allah does not specifically time existence, He exists from forever. I'm going to prove this mathematically. The universal truth has been established, it cannot be challenged. For example, 2 plus 2 is 4, it can't be 5. And someone try to make it 5, then it will be based on cruelty. If you reinvent the wheel, even this mathematical equation will remain just like that. It has been established that universe has been created. And do you know it has been theorized in 17th and 18th century that universe is steady state universe. It means it exists from forever. But this theory became obsoleted after the establishment of Big Bang, when Edwin Hubble discovered that universe is expanding outwards. And it's also mentioned in Quran, Surah Adh-Dhariyat, verse 47. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "We created heaven with our strength, and indeed we are expander." This is one thing. And Edwin Hubble drew a spectrum for it, and he found the light of the spectrum shifting to the red. It means things are going away from each other. And scientists said if we go reverse in a time, we reach a place from where these all started. For example, 3 balls in my hand, and I'm throwing just like that. Every ball will go away from each other. If we go reverse in a time, my hand is the starting point of these balls. Exactly just like that. If you go reverse in a time in the case of universe, you will reach a place from where these all start. And scientists said this place has mass, infinite density, and zero volume. Density is infinite and volume is zero. It means creation ex nihilo, creation out of nothing. And further they says a tiny disturbance during this Big Bang in a trillion part of a second could have prevented the existence of this universe. And this is all about universe. We are not talking about the millions of fine tunings which exist in this universe. Second law of thermodynamics states entropy either remains constant or increases. For example, an explosion happens here, then everything will not be in order. If you want to think back in order, you need brain and effort. Instead of that, if you do another explosion here, it will bring more destruction. And now tell me, which kind of explosion it was, which kind of bang it was. It brings millions of species existence in this world. It brings millions of fine tunings in this world. And everything is working in pattern. Everything is working as organized manner. Distance between earth and moon, rain is falling, trees are growing perfectly. Everything is working as a manner. Even a little egg is working as organized manner. If you put an egg in a place in certain temperature for almost 20 days, then a chick will come out from it. How it get nourishment, how it get oxygen, everything is working as organized manner. And it is accepted as a rule of mathematics. If something working as organized manner, there is a brain or certain authority behind it. So mathematically, scientists accepted it that if something works organizedly, and there is authority behind it. And everything is universe working as organized manner. Do you know Richard Dawkins? He wrote in his book, he quoted the word of Fred Hoyle. He said, creation of human by itself, it's like a tornado created without wind and lifted the thing from the skyrocket and made a Boeing 747. A foolish person of the world is not going to believe on that a Boeing 747 created by itself. Nobody is believing on it. Boeing 747 would be a big deal. Nobody is going to believe that a tip of ball pen created by itself. And do you know what he replied? Human with such a complex DNA pattern, it can't create itself. Then their creator should be more complex than them. Okay. Then I raised question. He said, their creator's creator must have another creator. Okay. For the sake of argument, we accepted it. But go ahead. Our creator's creator must have another creator. Now you keep calculate till your last breath. Eventually, you have to stop in one creator, and that is Allah. This is the definition which is mentioned in Quran, Surah Al-Ikhlas. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. And do you know how Shaitan deceived you? He said, who created mountain? You said Allah. Who created earth? You said Allah. Who created sky? You said Allah. Then he take a move. He said, who created Allah? And you remain silent. Instead of that, you have to say, Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahus samad, lam yalid, wa lam yulad, wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad.